Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So yesterday we were studying about the questions based on the multiplication of matrices, and in the same way today we have to also practice on similar types of questions. Okay, and just trying to solve it. I dictate the question. You have to note in your notebook and then trying to solve it. Okay. Now the question is, if A matrix is equal to, write it, if A matrix is equal to 0, tan alpha by 2, 0, tan alpha by 2, minus tan alpha by 2, and 0, minus tan alpha by 2, 0. Okay. And I is the identity matrix of order 2. I is the identity matrix of order 2, so that SHOW, show that I plus A, identity matrix plus A matrix, is equal to I minus A, is equal to I minus A into I minus A into, right here, cos alpha, sin alpha, minus sin alpha, and cos alpha. Yeah, you have to prove that the matrix in this way. A matrix is given, and you have to prove that I plus A is equal to I minus A into cos alpha, sin alpha, minus sin alpha, cos alpha. So if you see the element which we given here, the value in that means A matrix, here your angle is alpha by 2, but you have to prove that means the part which is in right side is in terms of alpha. So what you do here to solve that means prove this, here you assume tan alpha by 2 is equal to any that means other variable. So suppose if you take here tan alpha by 2 is equal to t. Here you take tan alpha by 2 is equal to t. Then no doubt your A matrix becomes 0, minus t, t, and 0. And all you know the relation in between cos alpha and sin alpha in terms of tan alpha by 2. Okay. So such as cos alpha can be written as 1 minus tan square alpha by 2 upon 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. And the value of sin alpha can be written as 2 tan alpha by 2 upon 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. So in this way, that value of tan can be easily expressed in a form of t also. Okay. And in this case, here you see that, yes, your that means computation, that means the terms is also be expressed in a simplified form. Okay. So let us check it. So write it here. Here you assume let tan alpha upon 2 is equal to t. Here you assume that tan alpha by 2 is equal to t. So A matrix becomes 0, t, minus t, 0. A matrix is equal to 0, t, and minus t, 0. And also here you find the value of cos alpha and sin alpha. Understand? So note it. So cos alpha is equal to 1 minus tan square alpha by 2 upon 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. And in this way you have 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. Understand? In the same way, the value of sine alpha can be written as 2 tan alpha by 2 upon 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. 1 plus tan square alpha by 2. You can write in this way the value of sine alpha and is equal to 2t upon 1 plus t square. Yes, 2t upon 1 plus t square. So here you see that here your all the values of a, cos alpha and sine alpha be expressed in the form of t. Okay. Now what you do here? You have to take here left side and then right side. Okay. And if the both sides are equal, you can say that yes, the result is proved. Okay. Okay. So let us check it. Now taking its left side. So if you take LHS, your LHS part is I plus A. I is the identity matrix of order 2. So you can write 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1 plus the value of A matrix that is 0, T, minus T and 0. Now adding these two matrices, so you have 1, here you have T, 1, T, here you have minus T and 1. So you have 1 T minus T and 1. That be the result of left side. Now taking right side. Now taking the value of right side. Your right side is I minus A into cos alpha sin alpha. And here you have minus sin alpha cos alpha. So the value of I 1, 0, 0, 1 minus A matrix. So you can write 0, T, minus T and 0. Yes. And the combined matrix is to be multiplied with cos alpha. No, you have a value of cos alpha. So write it. So that is equal to 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square, and the value of sine alpha 2t upon 1 plus t square 2t upon 1 plus t square. In the same way, minus 2t upon 1 plus t square, and the value of cos alpha 1 minus t square upon 1 plus t square. Okay. So in this way, here you see that your complete, that means matrices can be expressed in a form of T. Now, if you see this matrix, in each of the term, here you see that 1 upon 1 plus T square is common. 1 upon 1 plus T square is common. So you have to take it out and simplifying these two matrices. So here you have, yes, you can write here 1 minus T, and here you can write T and 1. Okay, and just see it, 1 upon 1 plus T square is common from each of the matrix, and write its remaining matrix. Yes, what is its element? So you can write 1 minus T square 2T, and here you can write minus 2T and 1 minus T square that we left. Okay. Now taking the product of this matrix 1 minus T1 to here, the matrix will be obtained from the cos alpha. Okay. So here you take the product of these two matrices and see what you have. Okay, so here you write, first you write the term which we taken out common. So you can write 1 upon 1 plus t square into, yes, or you know the process, how you take the product, first row, first column. How you take first row, first column means you have to take the sum of the product of its corresponding elements and then first row, second column. Okay, so you have to, yes, applying it. So first row, first column. So 1 is multiplying to first element of first column. So you have 1 minus t square, and second element with second element, so you have plus 2t square. Okay, in the same way, first row, second column, so you have minus 2t and plus t minus t cube, minus t cube. Okay, so in this way, here you have the product. In the same way, for second row, first column, so you can multiplying minus t with the first element of first column, so you have minus t plus t cube. Yes, minus t plus t cube, and second element to second element, so you can write 2t. In the same way, second row, second column, so you have 2t square. Yes, write it 2t square and plus 1 minus t square, plus 1 minus t square, and simplifying it. So 1 upon 1 plus t square into, yeah, simplifying. Here you have 1 plus t square, so write it. Here you have uh, t plus t square, t plus t square. So if you take t common, so again you have t into 1 plus t square. And here you have minus t square. So minus t common, so 1 plus t square. And this can be written as 1 plus t square. So right here 1 plus t square. Okay. Now what you do? Either you take 1 plus t square common from each of the element, or yes, this 1 by t square which we taken here common is to be multiplying to each of the term. Understand? So as you wish. So here this can be written as 1. Here you have t. Here you have minus t, and here you have 1. So here you see that that be the value of same left side. So you can say that yes, left side and RHS. LHS is equal to RHS. So write it here. So our LHS is equal to RHS. So left side and right side are equal. Okay. Yes. Next question. Yes. Next one. Note it. If matrix 2x, yes, write in this way. If matrix 2x 3, 2x 3 into 1 minus 3 2 0 2 0 into x3 into x3 is equal to 0 matrix, is equal to 0 matrix. Find the value of x. So here you have to find the value of x. The question is that. Okay. Yes. How you simplifying? First of all, you have to check is the product in between first two matrices is possible or not. So here you see that the order of this matrix is what? 1 by 2. Order of first matrix is 1 by 2. Order of second matrix is 2 by 2. So here you see that the column of first matrix is same as the number of rows of second matrix. So the product between first matrix and second matrix is possible. So here you have to do it. First of all, here you take the product in between first element, first matrix and second matrix. Okay. So just check it how you take its product. So what you do? Yes, first row. Here you have only a single row. Okay. So first row, first column. So if you write first row, first column, so you have the element of first row, first column in the product matrix. In the product matrix. Okay. So yes, right. First row, first column. So in this case, you have to take the sum of the product of their corresponding elements. Means first element to multiplying with first element plus the second element is multiplying with second element. Understand? So in this way, you have the element of first row and first column in the product matrix. Okay. Okay. Now, the first row, second column, and you have to apply the same method. Okay. Just see it. So 2x into 1. So you have 2x. And the, second element with second element. So here you have 9. Here you have 9. So 2x minus 9. That means first row, first column is completed. Now, first row, second column. So you have 4x and 3 to the 0. So yes, you have 0. So only you have here again, you have a matrix of order 1 by 2. Means one row and two column. So 1 by 2 order matrix here you have. Understand? And then you can write here this matrix x and 3 and is equal to 0. Okay. Now proceed again. Here this matrix is of order 1 by 2 and this matrix is of order 2 by 1. Now check it. The number of column of first matrix is same as the number of row of second. So the product between in these two matrices is also possible. So applying it. So how you solve? Yes, write it. First row, first column. So first element is multiplying with this first element. So you have 2x square minus 9x. And second element with second element. So you can write plus 12x. Plus 12x and is equal to 0 matrix. 0 matrix. Okay. Yes, simplifying and you have your result. So if you compare, here you see that this matrix have order what? 1 by 1. One row, one column. That's why this 0 matrix is also have the that means same type of order, that means 1 by 1. So if you compare both sides, here you see that the complete quantity is equal to 0. So you have 2x square. Yes, write it. 2x square a to the power k plus 1, 0. Here you take a to the power k common. So you have k plus 1 into a to the power k upon a, that means the next element is a to the power k plus 1. Now, if you see the result of a to the power k plus 1 and the a to the power k, so here you see that all the element, that means in a to the power k, uh, k is replaced by k plus 1 in this matrix, okay, in the value of a to the power k plus 1. So you can say that yes, k plus 1 is true. So write it. Hence it is true for n is equal to k plus 1. N is equal to k plus 1. So here the result is also true for n is equal to k plus 1, and it's proof that by principle of mathematical induction, it is true for all n belongs to Z. Yeah, for all positive integer. So you write that statement also. Yes, write it. Hence by PMI, it is true for all positive integer n. It is true for all positive integers n. So in this way, the question based on mathematical induction is to be solved. Okay. That question is given only for the that means by to understand how the principle of mathematical inductions questions be taken here, how you solve, yeah, which type of step here you follow, and just I give you a question which we asked in 2006 and 2004 board exams. So yes, just write it. And that be based on mathematical induction also. Yes, note it. If A matrix is equal to cos x minus sin x, cos x minus sin x, sin x cos x, sin x cos x. Okay, prove that a to the power n is equal to, prove that a to the power n is equal to cos nx minus sin nx and cos nx. Okay, so here you have to prove with the help of principle of mathematical induction. Sometime in question it is mentioned, it is proved by principle of mathematical induction, and sometime it is not given. Yes, you think how you prove it. Okay, so if the general result is to be proved for any that means in case of matrix here, you have to prove it with the help of PMI. Yes, follow it. So put it in this result for n is equal to 1. Just I give you a hint, you're trying to check it. Yes, note, for n is equal to 1. Yes, putting n is equal to 1 in this given result. What you have, check it. A is equal to cos x minus sin x, cos x. And that result is same as the value of A is given in your matrix. So here you see that you have the same value. So right, hence it is true for n is equal to 1. Hence it is true for n is equal to 1. Yes, assume it. Let the result is true for n is equal to k. That is a to the power k. What you write? N is replaced by k. So you have a to the power k is equal to cos kx minus sin kx and cos kx. After that, you have to follow the same step. Now, a to the power k plus 1. Write it. A to the power k plus 1 is equal to a into a to the power k. A into a to the power k. Yes, putting the value of a and a to the power k. And yes, applying its product. And check it. What result you have. And just I'm trying to solve here for a to the power k result. So a to the power k plus 1 can be written as a into a to the power k and is equal to cos x minus sin x cos x into cos kx sin kx minus sin kx and cos kx. Yes. In this way, not taking its product. First row, first column. So you have cos x cos kx minus sin x sin kx. So in this way, first row, first column is completed. Now first column, first row, second column, first row, second column. So cos x sin kx, cos x sin kx. Second element with second element. So write plus sin x cos kx plus sin x cos kx. Okay. Now, second row, first column. Second row, first column. So here you have minus sin x cos kx minus cos x sin kx. Okay. Now, second row, second column. So you have sin x sin kx plus cos x cos kx. And here you see that you have that is the element in the form of identity, that are in the form of identity. And check it. So just see cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So cos a cos b minus sin a sin b is equal to cos a plus b. So you can write in this way, cos kx plus x. Actually, you have cos x plus kx, and that can be also written in this